Imagine a world where luxury knew no bounds, where kings and queens resided in opulent splendor, and castles were more than just stone and mortar. They were reflections of power, prestige, and extravagance. In this captivating journey, we're about to unveil the top 10 most luxurious castles of the past. These architectural marvels stood as testaments to the grandeur of their times, each with its own unique story to tell. From the lavish halls of Versailles to the fairy tale-like Neuschwanstein Castle, let's embark on an exploration through history, where we'll delve into their eras, sizes, unimaginable luxuries, intriguing defense systems, capacities, and even make some educated guesses about their worth in today's dollars. But remember, while we'll provide estimated values based on historical context and expert insights, these figures are, of course, imaginative approximations. So let's start right away. Castle 1, Versailles Palace, France. Imagine a colossal palace in France that redefines luxury. Versailles Palace. Built in the 1600s, it was the brainchild of Louis XIV, known as the Sun King. This massive palace was made to show off the power of the French monarchy. It covers an incredible 2,014,000 square feet and has more than 2,300 rooms, each filled with fancy tapestries, ornate furniture, and amazing artwork. One of its most stunning parts is the Hall of Mirrors, a breathtaking corridor with 17 mirrored arches, reflecting the palace's beauty from every angle. The palace's gardens are also magnificent, with carefully groomed lawns, fountains, and sculptures that offer a peaceful escape. While it wasn't designed mainly for defense, the palace's impressive design shows its authority. During big parties and important meetings, Versailles could hold thousands of courtiers, officials, and staff. If we guess its value in the past, it might be worth billions of dollars today, considering the priceless art, architecture, and history it holds. Castle 2, Neuschwanstein Castle, Germany. Let's move to the 1800s and discover Neuschwanstein Castle, which sits high in the Bavarian Alps in Germany. King Ludwig I had it built, and it looks like something out of a fairy tale, with its tall towers and enchanting spires. The castle covers 65,000 square feet and has about 200 rooms, all as splendid as its exterior. Inside, you'll find detailed woodwork, fancy murals, and a room that looks like it's from a magical opera. Unlike some castles, Neuschwanstein's defenses were less important than how it looked. Its design was meant to transport people into a world of fantasy, not keep enemies out. It wasn't made to fit lots of people, but it meant a lot to King Ludwig III. If we guess how much it might be worth in today's money, it could be in the hundreds of millions, given how special it is and its place in history as a cultural icon. Castle 3, Windsor Castle, England. Travel back to the 11th century in England, and you'll find Windsor Castle, a place with a long history of kings and queens. It's not just a home, it's also where the Queen does official business. The castle is huge, covering about 484,000 square feet, with around 1,000 rooms. The castle's luxurious state apartments, St. George's Chapel, and the impressive Long Walk are some of its highlights. Originally, the castle was built to keep enemies away, so it has strong walls and towers. Over time, it became more about showing off the royal family's power and wealth. Windsor Castle can hold big ceremonies and royal events, accommodating lots of people. If we had to guess its value back in the day, it might be worth hundreds of millions to billions of dollars today, considering its rich history and grand features. Castle 4, Chateau de Chantilly, France. In the 1500 SES, King Francis I of France gave us the Chateau de Chambord. This castle is a blend of Renaissance elegance and grandeur. It's not just about the size, it's the beauty that sets it apart. The castle covers a large but unpretentious area. Inside, you'll find double helix staircases that seem to go on forever, intricate carvings, and splendid rooms. Unlike some castles, Shambo's defenses weren't the main focus, even though it has some defensive elements. It was more about showcasing the king's taste and wealth. Chateau de Chantilly was made for the king's personal use, rather than to house many people. If we try to imagine its value back then, it might be in the millions to tens of millions of dollars today, considering its artistic value and historical significance. Castle 5, Alhambra Palace, Spain. Travel to the 13th century in Spain, and you'll find the Alhambra Palace, a mesmerizing blend of Islamic and Moorish architecture. This palace complex is a true gem, featuring intricate geometric patterns, serene gardens, and peaceful courtyards. It's not just a castle, it's a work of art. Spanning about 14 acres, the Alhambra boasts splendid halls, intricate stucco work, and stunning tile mosaics. While its primary purpose wasn't defense, its strategic location on a hill provided some protection. It was more about luxury and relaxation than fortification. The palace complex could host various members of the royal court and officials. Valuing it in its prime is a challenge, but considering its artistic and historical significance, it would likely be in the millions to tens of millions of dollars today. Castle 6, Prague Castle, Czech Republic. Let's journey to the heart of Prague in the Czech Republic, where Prague Castle stands as a symbol of history and power. With a history dating back to the 9th century, this castle complex is one of the largest in the world. It's not just a castle, it's a city within a city. Encompassing over 70,000 square meters, Prague Castle is home to a variety of architectural styles, from Gothic to Baroque. The St. Vitus Cathedral, the Golden Lane, and the Royal Garden are among its treasures. While it has defensive elements, it's more about showcasing the prestige of the ruling power. Prague Castle could house kings, queens, and their retinues. As for its value, considering its vast size, historical importance, and intricate design, it could be worth tens of millions to hundreds of millions of dollars if we tried to put a number on it. Castle 7, Himeji Castle, Japan. Let's journey to Japan in the 17th century, where Himeji Castle, also known as the White Heron Castle, stands as a stunning example of Japanese architecture. This castle is a masterpiece of wooden construction, with its gleaming white walls and intricate designs. It's not just a castle, it's a symbol of Japan's feudal era. Covering an area of about 41,000 square feet, Himeji Castle boasts multiple levels and a complex network of defensive features, like narrow paths and hidden gates. Its layout was intended to confuse attackers and provide an advantage to defenders. Though it wasn't built to hold large numbers of people, its value lies in its historical and architectural significance. In today's terms, it could be valued in the millions to tens of millions of dollars, owing to its uniqueness and role in Japanese history. Castle 8, Castillo de Colomares, Spain. In the 20th century, Spain's Castillo de Colomares emerged as a modern marvel that pays homage to different architectural styles. Built between 1987 and 1994, this castle is a tribute to Christopher Columbus and his discoveries. It's not just a castle, it's a fusion of history and creativity. Spanning about 1,500 square meters, Castillo de Colomares boasts a medley of designs, from neo-Romanesque to neo-Gothic. Its turrets, domes, and intricate details make it a visual wonder. Although it lacks traditional defensive elements, its presence and design tell a story. The castle wasn't intended to house many people, but its unique design and historical context could put its value in the millions of dollars. Its artistic value and the labor that went into its construction contribute to its worth. Castle 9, Peleș Castle, Romania. Venture to the late 19th century in Romania, and you'll find Peleș Castle, nestled in the Carpathian Mountains. Built under the rule of King Carol IE, this castle is a masterpiece of neo-Renaissance architecture. It's not just a castle, it's a symbol of Romania's royal legacy. Encompassing about 3,200 square meters, Peleș Castle showcases intricate woodwork, stained glass windows, and opulent decorations. Its interior is a treasure trove of artistic expression, with each room telling a unique story. While its defensive features are more subtle, Peleș Castle's main focus is on luxury and aesthetics. It was designed to host royalty and important guests, rather than a large number of people. If we were to estimate its value today, it could be worth tens of millions of dollars due to its historical significance and architectural beauty. Castle 10, Château de Chantilly, France. Our journey ends in the 19th century with the Château de Chantilly, situated in France's idyllic countryside. Built over centuries, this castle is a blend of Renaissance and French Baroque styles. It's not just a castle, it's a treasure trove of art, history, and natural beauty. Spanning about 115,000 square feet, Chantilly Castle features an extensive art collection, beautiful gardens, and a grand library. Its opulent interiors reflect the tastes of different owners who contributed to its splendor. While it wasn't primarily designed for defense, Chantilly Castle's architecture exudes elegance and prestige. It could host events and gatherings, showcasing its grandeur to guests. Estimating its value today is challenging, but due to its extensive art collection and historical relevance, it could be valued in the tens of millions to possibly over $100 million. From the majestic Versailles Palace to the romantic Neuschwanstein Castle, and from the history-rich Windsor Castle to the artistic Château de Chantilly, these castles were more than just structures. They were windows into the past, each telling a story of power, prestige, and luxury. As we conclude our journey, remember that while we've estimated their values, the true worth of these castles lies in the legacies they've left behind, a testament to human creativity, ambition, and the desire to create something truly extraordinary.